What's good, my lovely peoples? It's your main man, Solace here. The humble servant of the life. Today I want to do this quick video on birth signs and horoscopes. Now, if my smoking marijuana bothered you, I'm sorry for you. Now, let's get into this video called Birth Signs and Horoscopes. A young lady asked, could I do a video on birth signs and horoscopes? So let me break this down for y'all very quick and simple. Now, the day you were born is not the day your life started. So that is not the day you truly were born. See, the sperm is the spirit. Y'all need to grasp that in totality. Once you grasp that, then you don't have to ask me questions like, do a video on horoscopes, because you would clearly know that the day you was born wasn't the day your life began. So the horoscope means nothing. Then you must also account into the fact that the first month of the year is March. So whatever day or month your birthday is not even accurate. So you figure my birthday is the 6th month of the year, but it's actually the 3rd month of the year. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp when y'all reach for horoscopes. You got to know a thing to know a thing. Now, if I break down horoscopes, look at all the things I'm going to have to go through just for y'all to grasp. First, you got to know when you actually became a living being. And I don't think a lot of y'all can grasp that. But I will tell you this about horoscopes and birth signs. They are man-made things. The life didn't make this foolishness up. Just like months and days. The life didn't make this up. You have to grasp, yesterday is the same as today. What you do is different, but it's the same day. So y'all have to grasp. There's only one day in life. It's just like niggas say in jail. You only do 2 days in jail. The day you went in and the day you come out. Well, there's only one day. Today. Because tomorrow's going to be the same. Now, what you do with the day is a whole different story. But the day is the same day. I don't care if it's cloudy, rainy, or sunny. It's still the same day. So you have to grasp that. Numbers, signs, months, years, these are things that men made so they can keep track of things. Animals, fish, birds, they don't keep track of time. Why would they? That's stupid. What are you in a rush for? What do you need to keep track of time for? What do you need to know what day is? Because you're a slave, so you need to know what day you off. You need to know what time you get off slavery. But other than that, if you was a free spirit, what do you need to know what day it is? Birth signs? What? What? So y'all got to start grasping the depth in the intellect in the questions that y'all ask. Because a lot of things y'all ask are foolish, but you can't tell a person that without them feeling insulted. Now, I want to show y'all a deep thing, because I was talking to this scientist. The brother was 32. Swore he was the smartest guy in the world from the way he was acting with his swag. He went to NYU. I forgot where he said he went, but he said some old high accredited college. He thought he was so special. So we started talking science. Now, the whole time we having this conversation, he thought I was a young kid, like 20. He 32. Thought he was older than me. So I'm just enjoying this, because I'm going to bust his bubble at the end of the convo and tell him, listen here, young man. But we having a convo about science. Now, I'm busting his ass in the convo, but he keeps saying, you're not a real scientist because you didn't go to an accredited school. You're just saying you're a scientist. But I'm busting his ass on science, so that's all he could keep throwing at me. You didn't go to any accredited school, so you're not a real scientist. So I told him, how is it that you went to an accredited school makes you more of a scientist than me? He said, because that's the way, that's the proof that I really did what it takes to be a scientist. And you have no proof that you really did what it takes to be a scientist. So he thought he had me. So I scratched my eyebrow on him. I really didn't, but I just had to scratch my eyebrow. But I liked how that went with this story. So I scratched my eyebrow on this goof, and I told him, I said, all the many men who found the differences, the different sciences we have. So basically, the men who discovered all of the sciences we have, do you think they went to school? And that was the end of the convo because he never opened his mouth for the rest of the convo. I said, listen here, brother. Those who make things, they don't go to school. Only those who are learners go to school. See, I'm like Tesla and George Washington Carver, young man. That's when I told him my age. I'm like George Washington Carver and Einstein and the rest of these goofy, well, not Einstein, but Tesla. I don't have to go to no accredited college. George Washington Carver didn't have to go to no accredited college. He taught Ford and all these goofy car-making niggas how to do it, mass produce it, as opposed to making one car at a time. He learned that from flowers. He basically learned that from the life and taught these goofies. And then they took that knowledge and made schools to teach people how to make cars. But my point is this. The guy who finds the sciences, the true scientists, they don't go to no colleges. Colleges are made because of them. So when you see a sperm is the spirit studies in school 10 years from now, it's because of your main man, Solace. I don't care who they say is the reason for that class. It's gone because of me. And that's my point I had to break down to the goofy scientist man. School don't mean nothing. You go to school because you don't know how to think for yourself, so they fill you up with thoughts. I don't need to go to school because I got my own thoughts. And they better than his. That's how I bust his ass. And then at the end I told him, and I'm 34 years old, about to be 35. I got a 15-year-old daughter, and I've been through everything you could think of in life. And this is why you'll never be smarter than me in science or anything. And he was mad, but he didn't say nothing. Because he was a white guy. I would have beat him the fuck up. He knew it. But it's a deep thing. And I wouldn't have beat him up because he was white. I'm just letting y'all know he was white. And on top of that, if he would have got out of pocket, I'd have beat him the fuck up. Because he was trying to insult me in the beginning when he kept saying, you didn't go to no school. I'm like, he trying to play me. He don't realize, even though I didn't go to school, I could still punch him in the face. Shit never crossed his mind. He figured because he went to school, he could look down on me and be like, you ain't go to accredited school, so even though you're busting my ass, it don't matter. Never crossed his mind I could punched him in his mouth. End the conversation that way. Because that's how it go in the hood. If we having a conversation and I'm too smart for a nigga and he like, then it's fight time. He like, fuck it. I'm smarter than you with my hands. So it's a deep You white people better get on the level and understand, man. When you talking to certain people, you got to know a thing. And the first thing you got to know is black people like jail people. Whether they've been to jail or not, they raised by jail people. Because everybody got a bunch of jail people in their family if they black, because y'all made jails for us. So it's a deep thing you got to grasp. And in jail, you have to be very, very peculiar in the way you talk to a person, because it could lead to your teeth falling out your mouth. So we all learn a sense of mannerism as black children. Because, the jailbirds tell you, man, you better watch your mouth. So, when y'all talking to black people, always remember, you could get knocked the fuck out if you say the wrong thing. Doesn't matter if you smart or not. Dumb nigga will knock you out. You won't be that smart sleep. Trust me. It's your main man Solace.